Hello everyone. Today we're gonna discuss upcoming Chess Olympiad 2024 that will start in 2 days in Budapest, in Hungary, where many top players playing, super teams, and so on and so on. We'll talk both about male and female section. We'll tell you our perspective. Who do we think will win? Who can surprise you? And so on and so on. And with me today, FIDE master Vladimir Chernikov,
Ciao.
and we'll try our best and give our predictions. Right now, you can see on the screen a number of teams, like starting from US, India, China, Uzbekistan, Netherlands, and stuff like that. Vladimir, who do you think will have best chances to score the first place? Do you need like?
Okay, since I'm a special guest here, I have to have some special opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone will think that USA will be number one because of the ratings, because of the names, and whatsoever.
By
But
the
I'll try.
way, if you wanna see the team, here it is.
I have it also in my screen, but thank you. But I will, I think, give a slight favorite to Uzbekistan team. I believe in these Asian youngsters that will destroy. I mean, Abdusatorov, very long time already is like top player, and I remember they did it in other tournament with faster time control very well. Yakuboyev, Sindarov, all these people are quite good. Wahidov, all they are very young, and they can completely fight with everyone there. And I'll give them first favorite.
Yeah, okay, I understood. Actually, by the way, Uzbekistan won Olympiad 2022. It was sensation. Nobody really expected it. Also with more or less the same team, but this time, by the way, team captain Kramnik. So I hope their chess will speak for themselves. Yeah. But who knows? Actually, I agree that US will not show the best because their team is, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look intimidating at all. Because like we'll discuss it, but I don't see why like Caruana and so will carry the rest. But on the first place, I would put probably India. I don't know. I also believe in Uzbekistan, sorry. But I think that India is just the strongest. I don't know why they have Vidit on the first board. Maybe they will change it because what the hell is that? Like he needs to be somewhere like fourth board, like somewhere in the backyard with the Hare Krishna.
That's a
Uh,
strategy, Vladislav. The strategy.
that's not a strategy. Like if Vidit will get destroyed by Caruana and Abdusatorov, it's not a strategy. It's it's a weird stuff. And yeah, if this is a squad, then they lower their chances, but maybe they know what they're doing because Prague, Gukesh, and Yarigasi, it's like, I don't know, almost Horseman of Apocalypse. Only thing that, yeah, Vidit doesn't look that scary, but on the fourth board, he would definitely be the one. I don't know, the strongest maybe. So yeah, I think that India will score first. It's pretty predictable, and even though their average rating is a bit lower than US, in potential, they will win way more times than US in the long run, I think. But okay, what do you say?
Okay.
What do you say about US?
About US, well, for me, I don't see this intimidating as well. Like Linear is fine, but for third board, I think there are just much better players than him. Levon
Like
Aronian is
like Hans Niemann, right?
not in USA, maybe in other country. If we look at this, yeah, really, who they could have brought here? I mean, Hikaru didn't want to play, so
Yeah, Nakamura didn't want to play, so yeah, it's like
there's nothing else, yeah. And then
just
Levon
Hans
Aronian, I mean,
Niemann,
it's
yeah.
a half-retired player already because before he was a very good player and I enjoyed watching him play, but now it's just a joke. I mean, he doesn't win anything, unfortunately, and yeah,
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Actually, Dominguez with such guy because who can potentially win games? It's like Caruana
Aronian
and
can if he has his days.
Yeah, Caruana and Aronian, because Saw is like, give him 10 classical games, he will make 11 draws. So, like, I mean, this man is like a rock. You can't break him, but he also doesn't want to win you. I don't know, at least it looks like so, because, like, speed controls, he's playing really interesting. Classic is like you're just sleeping, and that's it. So, yeah, and Dominguez doesn't look like the guy who plays for a win. Again, doesn't look like super powerful guy. Aronian, yeah, can be good, can be not good, and everything actually depends on how he's gonna play. And Robson Ray, I don't know, Shanklad or Robson, but it's not a puzzle rush competition, to score 100 points in 5 minutes. So I don't really
If
think that.
I will predict it, we were predicting some speed chess matches in our previous video. I would say that Aronian will score something like -2, or even counting that first round or maybe two, he'll get kind of low rated opponents.
Yeah,
I don't believe it at all. At least with Black Card. Okay, maybe, yeah, if he has to win, maybe luckily he'll end up in zero, but plus I don't see it at
yeah.
all.
I don't know. There are some
For-
like younger players. I don't know who, but maybe like some Sevian or I don't know who else in the field there. But yeah,
the
it's like,
famous Timur Gareev, I think, will be good fit in this
but
team.
I don't know if he's in Canada, maybe.
Maybe because maybe like if
Yeah,
he's in USA or something, he can come and play this tournament and
yeah.
then go back and play other tournament in some bar,
But yeah, jokes aside, Demon would definitely enhance the Steam. But yeah,
Yeah, for sure,
at
for
least
sure.
it would be like hype. But okay. So
Hmm.
next one, what do you think about India? Because I said my opinion basically.
They are my second favorite, I think, of the tournament. I was thinking between them and Uzbekistan, and objectively India it is, but something in me tells that they'll not be first. But yeah, I mean, that is start team. Yeah, I don't know what Vidit is doing in first board. Like, I totally agree. Sometimes we have a very different opinion, but I just will repeat the same what you said if I'll continue. So yeah, there's not much to add. Not much to add.
Okay, so China probably I will open them, and I don't think that it will be in the top three. Maybe it's I don't know, super unexpected picks for somebody, but probably top five, yes. But top three, no, because Dink is not even on the first board. Wei playing very strong lately, but he didn't have enough practice. At least I didn't see him in a lot of, like top tournaments. Yu Yan Yi, I don't know how old is he, but in my opinion, he's like one how already, like over 30. But maybe I'm mistaken. But again, doesn't look like super intimidating, as well as Wan Yua, Busenji. So like only top two boards are good, and keeping in mind that Dean definitely has some crisis. I mean, they maybe even not be in the top five, honestly speaking. Like right now when I look at it, but maybe because it's like national tournament and it's China, everybody will be motivated to show its best, and somehow they will climb to top three, but not top one. What do you think,
But
Vladimir?
you probably see some disagreement on my face here. I mean, I agree that they're not top favorites or something similar, and I really thought that they not even enter top five. But then I looked at other teams, and it looks like a joke. I mean, this team has to be for me. I think top five is pretty clear. Only thing I don't know which team is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. But for me, it's like not in order, right? But let's say it's obviously USA, China, it's Uzbekistan, it's India, and it's England for me just because other teams looks too bad. Like, I mean, let's
I
just
don't know why you spoil everything. We were like we are going through
that
some.
is that is really boring because, for example, right? Only thing, yes, for me, if I'll have to put China, I think I'll put them fifth then. If I have to choose in the fifth place, because okay, what I can say for me, at least Dean Liren is not that bad right now. I think at least he plays better than half year ago. I saw at least some good games or interesting games of him where he just doesn't lose directly in his past tournaments that he played. So I think he's in better shape a little bit. Wei and other people I didn't see for a long time, but they seem to be good players since what I remember from them when I saw past times them playing.
But yeah,
And
they played very well in like
yes. Yeah, it's true in the some
Tada
Elite
Steel.
Rapids. Yeah,
No, no,
Tata
no,
Steel.
Tada Steel stuff. Yeah.
He played there. I remember he was almost winning it. Yeah.
Okay,
And then Magnus
actually,
came.
Uzbekistan, what I would predict, they would score second right after India, because again, US probably will be third if we talk it this way. And yeah, yeah, that's my pick because the team is very strong. Abdusatorov is one of my favorite young players, above all Indians and Alireza and stuff like that. I don't know, he just plays cool and it's really aggressive, really
Wanted
imaginative.
to ask you questions, and
Yeah,
a lot of people, not just you, putting Abdusadorov is like the best, etc. And I
I
like
ha-
it as well.
I have never heard it. It's like everybody
I
say like
heard.
Gukesh, oh yeah, Prague, oh yeah, and Firouzja, and you know this like picture from South Park, yeah, with
Yeah, I have.
a room
I
full of
understand. No, I
substance.
have bad memories. So in this speeches championship, and one of the four guys that were there and were interviewed, for sure it was not Firouzja, but I think someone said that Abdusatorov is somewhere there as well. And in general, I think I heard it several times. But why do you think he still didn't succeed in like the entrich candidates? Didn't you know?
I mean,
Because
his
he has
peak,
more or less the same age, the same level, etc., etc.
I guess his peak was like in the end of 2023, somewhere around this place when he reached 2760 or something. And yeah, there was no candidates tournament before that. The cycle was already off, and right now he will try to beat everybody in the next cycle, and I think he has perfect chances. So yeah, it's like it just he got his peak in between cycles, so that's the reason why. And right now, actually, he's not playing very confident in the top level tournaments, but maybe they will give him enough experience, and if he will work on his weaknesses, he can score more because he's like the most dynamic of them all. Firouzja,
Mm-hmm.
of course, is as well, but I don't like crying Firouzja, you know. It's like
Yes, it's
all
true. It's
his
true.
this is just. I mean, don't get him
Mm-hmm.
any plus. So yeah, okay, let's move to the next one. Netherlands right here. What do you think about them, Vladimir?
They have no chances, absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like the best that they can count on, I think, is like top 10.
yeah, entering in top 10 somewhere there, 7s, 8s, I don't know,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Anish Giri is a good player, but retired, beaten by Niemann. I mean, I know what he
yeah,
plans to do
yeah. It's
there
like
in first board.
all the tournaments he plays, he even scored behind Ding, which is an experience. It's I mean, this performance itself. I mean, it was pretty hard. He just lost to everybody in the last top tournament. What was it like, Sinfield? Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I
yeah,
remember this well.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like one forest is fine, but again, for second board, if you just compare it with other second boards, he's clearly worse. Warmerdam, third board, are you kidding me? I mean, he's a good player, but 2679 actually. But once again, if you compare just Ilami, I think obviously quite stable for table for board 4. I think it's fine.
yeah.
But okay, the second, okay, the first, second, third boards
So yeah,
are not there.
it's like pretty average team, but besides being top five, I don't think they will have any ambitions to top three. But like top five, I also don't think they will climb. Next one, kinda cherry on top. Team of Magnus Carlsen, Norway. What you think?
No chances as well. I mean, Magnus cannot carry team. Christiansen
Yeah,
cannot even win against me. What are you saying?
yeah,
I mean, how
yeah.
he'll play
That's true.
there?
If you didn't know, Vladimir made a
Ariantari,
draw against Christensen,
yes.
Johan Sebastian.
And okay, I mean, the Ariantari is fine for short board, I think. And then El Hamamar and what is this? Like we'll say
Yeah,
Vladimir
yeah.
Samnik. What is
So
this? Like,
even
it's not.
even if the Magnus will, I don't know, play as good as he played Speed Chess Championship, even like if he score a maximum, I mean, last other three boards will not carry it at all. By the way, we forgot to mention, but only four players play, so one is kinda substitute if they want to change something. But yeah, it's like bench of Norway is not the strongest one and probably one of the
Yeah, I
weakest
don't
from
want
top
to
10.
sound like disrespectful, but I mean, I think if you change El Hamamar for Olsen Urkedal, you didn't change much in this case, right? I mean, there is
Yeah.
it's
So
kind of
yeah,
the same thing.
if you had at least some Lemy or something like that, you would have some chances. But even that probably wouldn't.
Hmm.
Um, okay, because balanced teams are always strong. I remember we played like some local tournament between schools, and we had like a team with me and my friend Michael from our school, and we were like beating everybody, but we made a lot of draws against Noob 2-2 because our third and fourth boards were like absolutely terrible. And when the team is like stable, even though they will make a draw against you 2-2, but they will crush a lot of other teams because this is a balance. So the same about Norway team. You cannot win a lot of games even against lower rated teams because there is no balance.
That's why actually I like the England pretty much. Only think I have
But
some.
we haven't come to them yet. We have Germany. What do you say about Germany?
Okay, Germany doesn't impress me that much. I see Vincent Keimer, obviously very strong player for first board, and other 3-4 players of more or less the same middle level. Also, they have some balance, but I just don't believe in them. I mean, Colors plays worse than almost all the second boards in the tournament here, and okay, the team's
Yeah,
the favorites.
yeah.
Matthias Blubaum already a lot of time since he shows some performance. I don't believe.
But
I don't believe in this.
Blue Baum is fine.
Yeah,
Likes how he
fine, but
plays
I
French.
mean, what they'll enter in top 10, right? But he's not fine
Yeah.
to be in top 5 team.
So yeah, they like pretty average. I think they might fight for top five. They can, but because yeah, compared to Norway and Netherlands, they at least can try. Because there are top four favorites more or less, and the rest up to 18th rating, it can be like different. But yeah, I guess it will be like around fifth, sixth place and something like that.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Okay, England, Vladimir's favorites. What do you say?
Okay, I like this team a lot. So first of all, you see the balance, right? Only thing you see Michael Adams in third board, and then you don't become that sure about what's going on. But
Like the guy won like World Cup or what? Like what's the disrespect?
because he's already not in his best days, I believe. But okay, I mean that's very every time. I mean, the Michael Adams just shut me up because he plays very well in team tournaments. You know, you come, you play your one game per day, or maybe one game per 2 days if famous Luke Manchain substitutes you. And you know, Vitihov in first board can fight against everyone. Howell is pretty good, solid player. You know, draw all the games he can do it, and you know there's just a simple balanced team that doesn't have weaknesses. They can change even Vitihov for McShane, let's say, and there will not be any problem with this, like global problem. So I just like the balance, and I know that they're all experienced player, and as I remember historically England is always somewhere there in top 10, top 5 in these kind of competitions.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see them at all in top five because too average team and like no real leader. Maybe yeah, maybe I'm too harsh, but Vitygov lost against Neiman, even though I respect him a lot. Howell, average. Adams, yeah, can show his performance, but it's a little bit already like, without young blood team, they playing with more or less the same squad for like ages, besides Vitago, who joined recently. I don't know, I would give them 8, 7 place somewhere around. So yeah,
I'm
do not
sure that
share
they will be
your.
above Germany, let's say, if we have to choose.
No, I like Germany more. Keimer, pretty solid guy. And he's a
Yeah.
leader which can carry the team behind him. So that's the reason why. I mean,
Hmm.
I guess these two ratings do not show the whole picture, but Vladimir disagrees with me, which I totally fine with. Okay, next one. Rapport, who's jumping from team to team. Hungary, Romania, Hungary back. What do you think?
Okay, I don't believe in this team even they have Sanancio Girov this year, but Rapport for first board with his playstyle, he'll just lose most of the games against top players just because it's a sad reality. Peter Leko. I mean, this is guy from analytics. Probably some kids didn't even see him playing, you know.
By the
What is this?
way, I recorded the video of like best chess players who didn't become world champions, and Leko was on the list. So if you're interested, right here, there will be the list somewhere. So
Hmm.
Leko was a really great player. So what do you think
Yeah, I
next?
enjoy him playing like around 30 years ago or 20, but nowadays I just don't see. But if he's surprised, I mean, I like Peter Leko a lot, so let's hope. Benjamin Ledura. Typical force board. You know, there's nothing, there are no suspenses there. So I just believe that they probably will enter in top 10 because other teams are even worse, but not more than this.
Yeah, I guess our because we have 18 teams who can fight for a top 10, and maybe we will fit somehow them all in top 10. But yeah, so actually, I don't think that Rapport is that bad. I mean, maybe he had some troubles, but I haven't heard from him for a while. Maybe he's like training hard and wanna go back on top. Leko, a bit old, but he can hold the second board because he's very solid. Plus, it's interesting, is he still the coach of Chimer or not? Because it would be funny. And
Okay.
Sigirov, I don't respect this guy. He's like, let him play tournaments with Karyakin once again. So, but yeah, I mean, the first fifth board very solid, by the way. Really like it because both Gukesh and Glidura can play pretty nicely. But yeah, cannot say that it's the strongest first board, but pretty balanced.
Yeah,
And
but it's fine. It's
substitute
fine
is
for
very good.
first
So
board.
yeah, I would also say that, but they would be around. I mean, from 9 to 11 to me. Okay, next team, Iran. What do you say, Vladimir?
Outside of top 15, obviously, I don't see them anywhere. I mean, they're good players per separate, but I just don't believe in this team like as a team. I don't know, because of their play style. You need to be kind of solid in some boards, but they're all these like crazy style players, and normally end up bad. Like if you're favorite and you play in these play styles, then it's fine. But if you are not favorite and you play with this play style, probably you'll end up beaten. So I don't see them in top 15 at all.
But on the other hand, maybe like third for the board can be a bit underrated because like they play all this in Emirates tournaments where a lot of like super young
Maybe.
guys and they may be like around 26, 50 already. So they
But
can
even though, I mean,
they can show their best. They have to like leaders Tabatabai and Maksudlu, but yeah, I don't see them in top 10. I mean they can, but like around 12th place and something like that. I don't see them capable of even possibly fighting against top 4 teams. Let's say like Hungary can, for example, fight, England can, Germany somehow can, and stuff like that, but them I don't see at all.
but with coach Alexander Rishuk, I mean, there is
Yeah,
much higher chances.
they will all end up in the time trouble and see it until the end. Okay, next one, Poland with a Duda on the top board. What do you think?
Well, Poland is maybe this black horse because every year they're somewhere they're higher than expected. But I'm looking as a team, I still don't believe them, so I'll still say the same. I don't think that they'll. Okay, there are too many bad teams to be honest. When I was looking right before, I had in my screen open first 8 teams, not because of ranking, just but because for me, the first 8 teams are like clearly better than everything else that we'll see. So now I'm watching and play stuff screens and I'm looking at this team. Yeah, it's fine. Duda is a good player and Wojtaszek is stable. They're all very stable. But okay, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Don't feel like
I feel like
Duda
they
is
can.
just fine.
I feel like they can get to top 10. I feel
Ah,
like
yeah,
they.
in top 10, obviously they can.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I
they,
agree.
they probably will not get to top 5, but I agree that they can be dark horse because they have Duda, they have, but yeah, the rest is not that good. Only Gumulats, like, or I don't know how to pronounce him. He plays like, I mean, pretty young guy, so he can be like fresh blood as well for the
I
team.
remember one Chess Olympiad where a Pioron played so good, but
Yeah,
okay, just
yeah,
once.
but yeah, Barth, I mean, not a very solid guy for the third board. I don't know. So yeah, again, 2 leaders, but they definitely stronger than Iron, let's say. So yeah, I would say they can fight for top 10, clearly. Maybe even top 7 somehow, even maybe get to top 5. Okay, Azerbaijan, what do you think?
Okay, the typical Drunkenstein team. I think Mamedyarov is fine for winning against some middle skill opponents or something like that if he'll wake up for the game. But okay, I thinking that's top 15. Where they are because Abasov, yeah, he played candidates, but Alexeyenkov, let's say, played it also where he's now. So that's nothing. I mean, this team. Okay, and actually, I dislike a lot the fourth, fifth boards. I barely know these guys. Uh,
I don't know.
yes, I think there'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, the guy that is fourth, he won like some opens, and like those are very
I won as
strong.
well. Yeah, I
He won
believe.
strong opens.
Okay, strong maybe not, but I mean, obviously he won some open and sometimes also
But
not the
yeah,
strongest.
I
But
disagree. I clearly see that Azerbaijan, let's say, can be in front of like some Hungary, or let's say in front of even England.
okay, I do not
Yeah.
believe at all. I do not believe at all that they're upper than England. Never. And then other teams, I mean, yes, I agree in terms of that they can be because the
Okay,
fleet size
okay,
is not
okay.
that huge in
Okay,
general. You understand?
let's try to compare. Yeah, England. Let's say we took off Mamedyarov. Uh,
Clearly, Vityhov is a better player nowadays.
no, of course not. I mean, it's like,
I
I understand that,
Love.
but I mean, Mamedyarov will not lose unless he goes crazy. And
Okay,
yeah,
depends the colors as well, right?
let's
And
say
all these
I
things.
don't see Mamedov being worse than Howell in any universe.
Wars, no, probably the same level. I
No, no,
agree.
it's like not even like close to be worse. Adam Sabasov, like the guy who
that's
wasn't the candidate, but it's gonna be a draw. One is 2-all, second one is like
that's looks like a typical meme about like generation fighting, and it's
yeah.
I don't know.
And like Jones and this guy, everything can happen. Jones already don't play for. I mean, very often I don't see him in a lot of tournaments as well as McShane. So like,
But
I mean,
okay, since we are not talking about the direct matchups, I think that let's say Vityhov for sure is more stable player. Like he will score much more points, not
I
much
don't
more,
know.
but
Like
clearly more points than
Mamedov can
Mamediyarov.
show his like best, and I don't know like how
Rauf
often
Mamedov
do you
has
see.
his days. Like also, I will see that he's less stable than how is a typical guy that usually will lose versus stronger opponent and will win what he needs to win. But this guy Mamedov sometimes he has his troubles with something and just make nonsense move. All of a
But I
sudden,
don't
I
know.
mean,
It's like he's all right. I don't know.
we'll
I
see it
okay.
after the tournament.
Yeah. So I assume that they might go to top 10, but having the like coach like Rajabov kind of lowers in my eyes their chances, of course. But I can see them in top 10 clearly. But probably they will
That is
not.
possible.
It's like, but you said it's not possible. Like, okay, okay,
I said no.
Spain.
I said wait 1 second. 1 second. What I said is that Azerbaijan probably will be in top 15 outside of it. But okay, I mean that the difference for me is that top 8 teams are clear like favorites, but
No.
between others there is really not much difference. I mean, depends on pairings a little bit,
So
etc.
yeah,
There's not like
I'd give for
some beef.
60 on 40 that they will clash to top 10, but they can be like even like out of top
Outside
to
of top
top
20,
20.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so Spain, like motherland almost of Vladimir, because he's living there for 10 years. What do you say?
For me, it looks like something weird because probably the middle rating, right, is the one that carries the team. But okay, Shirov is a very good player. I mean, the good part of Shirov that I think even nowadays that he can beat someone strong if he has his day. But okay, the age and all these things, now he's not the same as he was. So Shirov, I think, just probably better than Mamidyarov in first board, except of this, nobody else can be worse than Shirov between the teams that we already discussed. Sure. Second, Anton is quite fine to play versus Azerbaijan, Poland, Hungary. This like England, these teams. But okay, when he goes to play versus USA or something, it's clear lose. There's no chance for him to get point with any color. And then Francisco Vallejo. Pago Vallejo is now not playing chess much even. I mean, he's more like in his things, and this is clearly the worst. It's worse than Abbasov, worse than everyone. Worse third board. Okay, probably he can compare with Iran
I,
in
by the way,
third
won
board.
him on the chess.com recently.
Yeah, look, even Vladislav won. Look at this.
Yeah,
And guy plays
yeah.
in the third board. It looks like a joke. Alan Pichot more is caring about how to earn more money from federations than to play chess. When he goes from Argentina, then he goes to
Yeah, yeah,
Spain.
yeah, no,
Tomorrow he goes somewhere else.
okay.
I mean,
Okay,
and
yeah, okay, go on. Sorry for interrupting
no,
you.
that's it. No, there is a Jaime Santos that is okay. That is fine. The typical
I
third board.
think I think that he's stronger than all the team above him. That's maybe controversial pick, but I mean Spain I don't see in top 10 at all. Maybe because everybody will play that bad, Spain will climb there, but their squad like just way worse against like all the matchups. Unless yeah, Shirov will find like his
But
like third Yos and somehow will play outstanding, and maybe Anton will play, but I don't believe let's say in Vallejo. I mean, as
yeah, I
Vladimir
cannot
said.
believe when I see this guy there. Vallejo, third board, not even fifth, tenth board. He's third board of the team. I don't know. It's like
Okay,
it's a
yeah.
disaster.
Next one, France.
Okay, France, a lot of young stars and Maxim,
By the way,
right? So,
why let's say Firouzja doesn't play like he has some important business to do? Why does he represent French
very
then?
good question. A very good question. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's interesting.
Like looting money is like in the chess.com events is more interesting probably than playing for the
Yeah, that
national
is
team.
very, very, very weird. Moreover, he's like already in Europe, like from Paris
But
to
actually,
Hungary. Just
I didn't even see MVL like few weeks ago, so like at least MVL is
hmm
playing here. But like I don't see this team in top 10 at all. Like I mean,
Yeah, they're still too young for me and too not ready yet. Let's say Maurizi,
like
Lagarde for fourth board.
too young. MVL for 10 years playing here. Bacro for 1000 years. Fressinet, Lagarde, all the guys are all the same, and every time they play everywhere, they like. I mean, around top 10, but like this year, I don't think it's gonna be their chance. And
Yeah, I don't
MVL,
believe Moreover MVL is not in his best form, I think, as well.
yeah,
So
he's fine, but yeah, it's like
what I'll say actually is that one of the, for me, as I remember, one of the strongest Olympiads, even though we miss some names like Firouzja, Nakamura, but okay, I like in general the teams more or less between what they could have got.
okay, right now Ukraine, I will start probably
Yeah,
because I at
please.
least know something. They have Bilavsky as a captain because they removed Sulipa, who was like there were a lot of fight about him with the federation, and a lot of players do not play for Ukraine because of the stuff with federation and including the previous coach. And Bilavsky, I don't know, this guy is like 70, he's like chilling. He's not playing for chess for like 20 years, and actually he like in 90s started like doing some economy or stuff like that, so he's like literally earned money not without chess, and right now just chilling and chess like a hobby, like pretty cool in my opinion. But okay, about the team, because just trying to make it more entertaining. I cannot say that I cannot see them in top 10, right? It would be like pretty offensive, and who knows. So like let's assume I can see them in top 10, but with
You're
this,
just afraid that they will not invite you, Vladislav.
yeah, yeah. Or on the other hand, I can say they are so bad that they need to take me on the first board. Yeah, but yeah, it's like honestly speaking, I don't see this team in top 10.
No one
Potentially,
sees Vladislav.
potentially they can, because I still believe in Volokitin because he's a very good guy. In the last moment, like as I understand, Kovalenko was replaced, which is like the best Ukrainian chess player in the history. Who's like I don't know, on the war. I don't know, the guy with the biggest balls from the old chess players on earth. I don't know, but Volokitin, time troubles, pretty big problem, and he's not solid, he's like now or never. He will or crush you or will be crushed. So like that's basically it. And with such attitude on the first board, you can get lucky, and that was one perfect Olympiad from Volokitin as it was before, but it can be bad. Ivanchuk again can't show his performances because he's genius. Ponomarev is not playing chess for a long time. Korobov is very strong, and on the fourth board, he's actually one of the strongest fourth board in my opinion from all the list.
Mm-hmm.
And Ishuk,
Yes, here I agree.
I don't know. I don't like. Okay, he can get some points with his style, King's Indian and Pirates. But if the team is more or less solid, he's not a pick. So therefore, because he will be crushed in a lot of scenarios. Again, with a like team can be or like with a good weather win everybody or lose against everybody, but like absence of stability, old squad, because we have some young players, but let's say Samolenkov is not there. Who like Shevchenko left, and yeah, probably with all these factors, we're not in the best shape. What do you say, Vladimir? You're alive?
Yeah, these are the chances of Ukraine national team, I
I,
think, to
I,
enter in top 10. I don't believe
I don't
that
see it, but okay.
I did saw it, but okay, the point is that yeah, I mean, the one who ruins all the team is definitely Ruslan Ponomarev. Like, without him, just throw him from the team, leave them four, and maybe then they have a chance. But okay, Valakitin for first board, also, it's like a joke. I don't believe in him at all. Yes, and Ivanchuk, Korobov are fine, but Ivanchuk, I would put him in the third board if it was possible. So, because I think there he can score more, and like, but
Okay,
okay,
if there
that's.
was Elyanov in the team, this team could compete. That's my thing.
Yeah, Elianov.
Because let's say replace Elyanov with let's say Ponomarev or
Amaryov. But
Ishuk.
I don't believe in Elianov as well.
I don't know. It's like I haven't seen from him since, but he was around
You
2700,
can
so
see one of our videos about Elianov playing Title Tuesdays
okay, I'll leave it
to
there.
see
That
his
okay.
preparation for the tournament. Yeah.
Okay, Serbia. Well, right now let's go quicker because we're already sitting
Oh
here for
yeah,
a long
okay.
time.
Moreover, there are teams that don't have chance to enter the top 10. Serbia maybe might be in top 15. Obviously, they have fine first, second board. Okay, I don't know why Sarana is actually in second board playing. Maybe there
I
is
guess
okay. Pretke will
because
draw the games,
yeah, I guess that's the reason.
something like that.
Actually,
Yeah, to Pretke to draw.
actually they have some chances to get to top 10. It's like I believe in it.
If this guy in
Uh,
fourth board will not play, probably yes.
but I
Then
mean, Ivic is like not bad on the fifth board.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ivic instead of fourth. I don't know
Yeah,
even who
yeah.
it is.
Because the team
I
like
think.
pretty solid, so they have their
Yeah, here I'll
chances.
agree. Maybe
Okay,
comparing to others.
Armenia. Okay,
Okay, very interesting team since Aronian left. I mean, Grigorian is farming Elo in these open Spanish tournaments, beating 2,000 players. I don't know what he's doing there, but okay, they said that he's fine in one of the tournaments. He even beat the record of performance in the world and on tournaments. That's why he even put it like with big letters in his just .com profile for everyone to see it. Probably that's why he got invited. But I don't believe in this player there. Martirosyan, okay, this guy all prefers to play from home than to play over the board tournaments. But I mean, I believe that okay, he can win against someone like Valakitin, Predkate, or reverse. Like I don't see him that worse. Sarkisian, fine. I think for second board worse than most of the players, but fine. There is nothing wrong with it. And third, fourth board are just weak. I don't believe in them.
actually, it's like Armenia is always super strong in team tournaments. So
I think that they're more unexpected. They can, if they have their like tournaments, they're all in good form. Then they have play style kind of to try to beat a lot of players. Yeah, but
but no,
they
I
can
mean they
surprise.
like
I don't believe.
consistently always in a good form. So I like can see them in the top 10 just because I mean their team up is very good. But on the other hand, I have a feeling like the team is worse because I don't know who is missing. But there is a Sargisyan. I don't know both Sargisyans. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they can score top 10, but yeah, yeah, probably not the best. Okay, and Romania. Do you give them any chances?
That's remember you were telling about your scholarship championship. That's you, your friend, and other guys, right?
Yeah.
So that looks like this. Obviously, Bogdan Diak can lose again. Like how many games he lost? -7 or -6. He scored in other tournaments again, top players. But before they reach there, let's say in board fifth, sixth, where they'll play. I mean, team board fifth or sixth, they'll have to play against team more or less of their level. And I think there, Diak is the player that can score a lot. Shevchenko is very good for the second board. Again, talking that they'll play against someone of their level. Others are weak. I think they can enter the top 15. Top 10, I don't see it at all. But top
Yeah,
15
yeah.
could be.
I don't even think that they will be in the top 15, top 20. That's their place. So yeah,
Hmm.
basically this is it. And actually, we will not talk about the rest of the teams because they're not fighting for like top 10, top 5 especially. So my top 5 is going to be probably, as I said, first India, then Uzbekistan, then US. Then I'll probably gonna give Germany a chance on the first place, let's say, but everybody can replace them honestly. And the last one is China, top 5. As for you, Vladimir, you put Uzbekistan first place. What's next?
Okay, if you want to do some prediction, just follow me. The first is Uzbekistan, second is India, third is US, fourth is England, and fifth is China.
Okay,
That's what I
so
would
we
say.
have like very small differences, but okay, we'll see. Okay, and quickly about the women tournament, we're already here for too long time. Uh, okay, I'll quickly go through what I think, yeah, and then you will tell your opinion.
Hmm.
Okay, so I don't know tops because women chess is a randomizer, obviously, and let's say from top 5, top 10, everybody can win. But again, I think first one would be Georgia because they like super solid. They always on top. They 100% will be in top 3. Second one, actually, let's do a sensation. I will say Poland because they have very young team and they try to surprise. Even though I understand that probably second one will be India, but let's like do at least something interesting. India will be third one, and then
Ukraine, Laislav.
a few seconds. I'm just looking. Actually, okay, okay. My prediction. Let's say fourth place is Azerbaijan. because we see who is the coach. Writing the one of the best chess books of all time is pretty hard.
Totally agree.
And Ukraine, fifth place, I will give. The squad is like not the best because there are no Muzichuk, and the team is not very young. And at least somewhere I should put Ukraine in top 5. But honestly speaking, I think that really more chances Kazakhstan has. And this is like a dark horse because they all underrated. And like
Very dark horse. I'm thinking that they will be second in advance.
okay, so yeah, actually Vladimir has a point. I forgot about them. So yeah, they like clearly will have top 5 chances. I will clearly see it. Yeah, because like I see the post from Mysenko, Alexander, who is like coaching the national team, and yeah, they like showing great results. Kazakhstan is like second country when it comes to like talking about underrated guys after India, I guess. So okay, what do you say, Vladimir?
Excuse me, I wanted to ask you, Kazakhstan, you said Mysenko is coaching Kazakhstan. Because
Yeah,
there's other name
yeah,
that...
yeah.
Who is there? Is coaching them right now? Because in
Uh,
this list there's...
yeah, Kotsur, but he's usually like going for all these tournaments,
Uh-huh.
so he's like as like
Oh, okay.
the guy who helps with prep, as I understand it. I don't know all the details, but he's like coaching a
But
lot
mainly
of
it's
young Kazakhstan guys.
I understand. It's like Seth Fabregas in Como 1 year before.
So
Okay,
yeah,
for me,
actually, last time check, I'll put Ukraine on 6. Like, forgive me, but yeah, Kazakhstan I'll put even on the 4th place. Okay, that's I forgot about them, so I'm changing my list just.
fine. So
Oh,
for me, clearly there is a favorite for me is Georgia. Like because I remember I opened like first around 20 teams and I was trying to click and leave just the teams that can be. And then when I went back to the list to choose, actually I have just one one page open that was the Georgian team. So I think they're very experienced. Not that old as well for them to kind of start to lose their rating. I clearly see Georgia as a very clear favorite. Georgia is number one. Uh, Probably I would. I don't believe much in India. I will place India fourth. I think I'll place on second place Kazakhstan. In third place Azerbaijan. Fourth India. And the fifth, let me check my stuff a little bit more. And the disaster's complicated. Maybe more below, even somewhere there's a. Oh no, there's no. So probably Ukraine, I will say. Let's say if I don't have
so no,
Chinese team, I don't
not
believe.
Poland.
Poland. No, I don't believe in Poland here.
Okay, okay. It's like it's like Vladimir
But
remembers his roots and
here
believes in
I don't
Ukraine more
suggest
than me.
you. Here I don't suggest you to follow my prediction, to be honest, except of like I think I just saw games of maximum like 10 players of all this list. So but at least I saw some Olympiads, so Ukraine is quite stable, more or less they somewhere above in all
Yeah,
the tournaments.
yeah,
Other
yeah.
teams are
That's true.
just bad.
But okay, that's it. I hope you're not exhausted yet because it's we're already up for 40 minutes online, and I hope you find its prediction. Comment down below. Do you like the format, by the way? Do you like such podcasts with me and Vladimir? Do you want maybe some other guests with us? And what do you think about Olympiad? Who will win? And we'll see you in the next episodes. Bye.
Yeah.